Greetings and welcome back to my channel, Islam. I am Energy Divine L, and today I'm going to be working on waist beads. I've actually already got myself set up, so what I'm using is some fishing line, and I'm using this needle. I don't know how well y'all can see that, but okay, so I'll be using this needle. Camera down on the table so y'all can see better. Okay, yeah, so I need to know where my hands need to be at so y'all can see what I'm doing. Okay, so now I'm threading the needle right now. And like I said, I'm using fishing line. So it's a very thin and nylon see-through, can't see thing. But that's what I'm using. I usually make my waist beads about definitely 40 inches and up for the average size woman today. Put it in the comment section if you feel I'm off with that number, but I feel most women, you know, the average woman today, in my age range at least, because I'm making it for women my age. I'm in my 40s, actually close to 50, actually. Yeah. So some of us have that little gut thing going on, and yeah. So here we go. All right, now I had to straighten out my thing. I got a little sidetracked earlier before I got started with this video. But anyway, so there. I take that and I'm going to be tying what you know as a surgeon's knot. That's where you loop around 3 times before you pull taut. And I'm going to be real with you. These lights, this light, I know it's supposed to be good for these type of videos, but it's a bit blinding for me. Or maybe I should just put my glasses on too. So I wrap that around 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. And I'm going to pull that taut. And because I'm working with the larger beads, I'm going to go ahead and wrap that again with the surgeon's knot and with the hopes to connect in that same section so that'll double the size of the knot that it is already. All right, sometimes I wet my fingers so I can be able to better grip the material that I'm working with as well. So that's 1, 2, 2, and 3. Coming through, and like I said, I'm hoping to knot it in the same section, close to, yes, to double that size up to be able to catch these larger size beads. So if you can see that. Anyway, so yeah, that's the knot. All right, so I'm gonna pull it straight through to level out my thread and everything. And I only go through, I only dump, you know, fold it over once. I don't need to do it like 2, 3 times. Because first of all, anybody that fish knows fishing line is really, really strong. Okay, so I got my materials together. I'm going to use this turquoise and this fuchsia. And yes, this is a beater. And these are beater filler, so you can be able to do multiple colors at one time. And you don't have to keep emptying and everything. And also you could shuck your beads. I started out making waist beads, shucking them years ago. And recently when I got back into this, I started with the shucking concept. But then after about a week of doing that, yeah, I went on and invested in this spinner, which is a great tool to have because you can get done a lot faster than when you shuck the beads. So all it is a simple motion of spinning it. And I'm using the larger needle. Now you got several different sizes. This one's the large one. And yeah, so you just spin it like so and have a strand. It also allow me to do my color schemes the way I like to. So I'm gonna pull this all the way towards the end like so. Bingo bango. And I'm gonna put another one on here, another half of this needle. I'm not gonna do a full one, so I'm gonna remember that that's my pattern that I'm going with. So I'm going for like that. So 1 1/2 rotations of the fuchsia. Then we're going to do like maybe 9 beads of the turquoise in between. So that's what we're going with. That's going to be my pattern for this particular waist bead. So we got 3, we got 6, and we're missing 1 for 9. So I can reach down in there and grab one. And also, if you do use the beater, expect spillage. You know, it's going to overflow and everything. So yeah, so we're going to, y'all got to forgive me. The chair I'm sitting in, my beads got caught up in it and everything. So yeah, there we go. So back on the table, boom. And here we go. So we're going to take that off. And this is one of them old 70s styles TV trays that I'm working on. So yeah, it's catching the size of that like crazy. So again, we just spinning it, spinning it, spinning it. Spinning it, spinning it, spinning it. Just keep on going till you get to your fingertip or wherever you like, you know, because like I said, I'm doing a particular pattern and I see that I got a hang bead of sorts. I don't know what that's about. So it's probably, yeah, stuck on from the manufacturer and everything. So now I did that one rotation and now I need to do my half again. So again, just spinning the beater. And also with these beaders, I've found, and as you'll learn from other tutorials most likely, that the more beads you have in the more beads you got inside your spinner, the better it performs for you, perhaps. Is that the best? Yeah, that's the best word. It's the best way it performs better. So when it's more full, it works really, really great for you. When you start running out of beads, that's when you're going to find yourself back to shucking beads, which there's nothing wrong with that, especially if you find it therapeutic, okay? So there we go. That's 9 beads. Drop them down. Again, move that off. And I'm going to just do this to the end. I'm going to need to add me some more of this fuchsia in here to make my feel go a lot faster. Yeah. So these are just regular glass beads, pretty much. This is how simple it is. You got to find the exact right tension. Once you get the right pressure on your needle, trust and believe these things fly up there like nobody's business. Leave that in the screen so you all can see that I'm still working with those types of things. Reach down in there and grab that. Boom, boom, boom. Keep it moving. Okay, so now I'm coming towards the end of mine. I'm going to make this my last rotation with this color here. Well, I'm going to end it off on here because 9 times out of 10, whoever gets this from me, because I move mines just on the day-to-day as I'm walking about and everything. 9 times out of 10, they probably won't be as long or as wide, excuse me, as I am going to be making this one. You know, so hopefully the person who chooses this one can actually fit this with a few beads left over and everything. And I always tell people that get their waist beads from me and they're too, you know, it's actually too big, that you keep these beads and you be able to make your own. So what I'm going to do, first I'm going to move that out my way. I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut. And I'm going to do that same knot technique at the end, like so. That's 1. That's 2. And that's 3. We got 3. I'm going to pull down like so. And like I did with the beginning one, I'm going to go do that same knot again, same knotting technique. Surgeon's knot, 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, pull that together like so. Yeah, boom. And that's locked in. Now what I do, I take my tape measure and I take my labels, actually, there. And I'm going to measure this right now to see what I got in length. So I write down my inches and centimeters as well. So yeah, so I'm measuring across here. And so I am actually at 49 and a half. So I write that down on my, 49.5. inches. And then on the back, I fold that so I can get right there at the centimeters that this is. And it's so tiny. So I'm going to put down a 125 in centimeters, even though it's a little bit over, but I'm going to put 125 down in centimeters. And then I'm going to put the price on this one that I would like to see traded for. I like to trade. I'm a trader, so. But for those people who don't know or understand how to trade and barter, then I'll put down a note amount for them to be able to get this and something like this. Well, anyway. So hopefully you enjoyed this tutorial on waist bead making. I'm going to take the longer end of my, and I'm going to put my label on there. And I'm going to fold it over like so. And then it's going to go on the ring with the rest of the waist beads. So if you like what you've seen, like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button, because you never know when I'm going to be popping up with all kinds of creative things that I make. Wholeness.